What's up, subscribe tribe? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your leader, Tim Green. I write under the pen name T Green, and today we're talking about phase 4 of how I develop my novels series. 3 phases down of 13. Great. If you missed the past videos, the video a few weeks ago where I went over the entire process, as well as the ones before this, phases 1 through 3. I'll have all the links down below so you can catch up on those. Before we move into anywhere else, be sure to comment down below, answer today's question of when do you start working on your characters? Answer those questions down below. Also, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and join the tribe. With that said, let's dive into phase 4, characters. We're in the realm where I'm really working on multiple phases at the same time, but to understand the process, I kind of broke it down to them separate, because if I just said, oh, here's this development phase, this phase, I do this, it gets very confusing. Here is where I talk about the characters, and they do show up throughout the different process, show up in the different areas of my development. But this is where I really just kind of focus on the main characters. Obviously, as time goes on, more and more characters can be added to the mix, sometimes to a very ridiculous level. I'm looking at you, Dragon Nations. That's right. So in this phase, I really don't know much about the characters. It's mostly their name and potentially their role in the story. Depending on where I'm going with it, if I'm gonna have one main character and just a supporting cast of supporting characters, or I'm gonna have multiple main characters, an ensemble. This is where I kind of figure out, but I don't know anything about them. I don't know their personality. I don't know their backstory. At some point, I do need to sit down and figure that out, but I generally like to try to learn as much as I can about my character while writing. I'm really in an experimental phase of my characters because I've done both. So I'm trying to find that balance here with learning who they are while writing, but also doing enough background on them beforehand. There's a reason why characters are phase 4, because in the past, characters actually came very late in development, because I was very much a plot person, and still very much am. But I want to make sure my characters are given time, so they're not just being like molded to the story, because I can't stand people who have advice that say characters are told I make them do what I want them to do. You get flat characters that way. Not always, but you generally do. That seems logical. So this is just me trying to figure that out and make sure I'm actually putting time on my characters beyond, oh, here's the story, here you go. Oh, this is the character's name, okay. Oh, this is what happened, I need for the main character. Again, this is just the beginning part of my development. When I'm really working on this in the beginning, I could have maybe 2 or 3 characters. By the end of this phase, I will have far more. And again, it all depends on how many main characters or the ensemble cast I'm gonna have, or if I'm gonna have a single protagonist with a cast of supporting characters. Once I have my characters, then it's time to figure out what is their journey gonna be. And I don't mean plot, which will lead me to phase 5, the character arc. But that's next week's video, so be sure to tune back and check that out. Because that's all I have for you today, so be sure to comment down below and let me know your thought of this video. Be sure to answer today's question of when you start developing your characters. Since you made it to the end of this video, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. You're clearly liking what you saw. And be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and join the tribe so you don't miss out on future videos and you know when they go live. If you want more of this, you can always check out my writing podcast, The Writer's Mindscape, that I do with my friend and buddy, or whatever. This is for the 4th video, it's long. Adam Daly at the 01 Podcast Group. Link down below so you can get to those podcasts. There we are world building a brand new world for you, so you can see how we take our own advice, how we be sure to follow me on social media. That's up on here. I'm trying to making an effort to be more active on that as best I can, even though I'm going to school for a master's. Yay. That's all I have. I'll talk with you in my next video. Bye.